Yo, 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 what's up, beautiful people out there in this world, this country, this state, this city, wherever you're located at? Welcome to the show. This is Wealth is Health Club or 101. We own both descriptions, we own both titles. But this is a club, this is a society, this is a community where, again, we all come together to better each other, achieving simple but simplistic ways, steps, and accomplishments and goals to achieve better health, fitness, and wellness in anyone's life, especially if you don't have any aspect on how to do it. You know you struggle. This club, this culture, this vibe, this movement is for you. My name is Quentin Edwards, aka Mr. Awesome, aka Awesome Q. Again, whichever one flows your boat, baby. I like to give you options. My options, I tend to make them short and simple, but I probably give you too many. But I don't care what you call this. I don't care what you call me. Just make sure it sounds awesome at the end of it, because hey, look, that's all I worry about. So I like to come in with cool little introductions every now and then. This is definitely one of them. So nice little beat I found. I hope you like it. So again, welcome. The show today is all about the lack of, or shall I say, the misunderstanding of how health is so I had to put some silence on that. So again, not taking in serious detail here in my country or the United States or probably anywhere where you're at nowadays, health is not taken serious. A lot of people feel like health is something given, when honestly, just like anything else in life, it is not. Health is something you earn. Health is something you work for, right? Health is not given to you in life, period. And if you think it is, it's probably one of the reasons you struggle with it, just to be honest. Health and wellness are given to those who care about it, are given to those who work for it. And if you're one of those people who struggle with it, you got to figure out why. Why do I struggle at it? Why am I overweight? Why do I take so many medications? Why do I take medications, period? Why do I think taking a few medications, one medication is all right compared to the next person next to me who does take multiple medications? Being on medications, period, is not a good thing. Being overweight is not a good thing. I'm here to challenge any and everybody who thinks opposite. I'm not here to argue with those who have lost an excessive amount of weight and are struggling with either the next step or maybe have some type of condition that it's hard to lose weight, or maybe they are comfortable with where they want to be at in life as far as they've already lost weight and they're good where they're at. I'm not here to challenge you guys. I'm here to challenge those who do not try, those who are not aware, those who do not see a problem with how their lifestyle not only affects them but people around you, such as your children, your grandchildren, your cousins. You go to the family reunion and 90% of the people there are overweight. I wonder why. Is it a family thing? Could be. But if you ask me, it's always a you thing, because you are more responsible for yourself than you are anybody else in this life. And if you have little ones, vice versa. Apparently, you're going to be more responsible for their life than they are theirs, especially when it comes to their food habits, their fitness habits, and their daily regimen as far as what are they learning for their own kids and their own lifestyle when they're no longer under you. This stuff doesn't just affect you as a person. And this is what I try to get people to understand the awareness on. You gotta apologize. I have to apologize for my surroundings. I am outside at a park getting some beautiful fresh air. And because it is a beautiful day outside, there are a lot of motorcycles riding by. These guys are getting it in today. So excuse my background, but understand why I'm at where I'm at. I love recording at the park as well. It's always great vibes here. But today's show, guys, has to be the deeper connection of how health is something that you must work for. You must want it, because health is not something that's guaranteed in life. You either earn it or lose it, period. You either earn it or lose it. You start with pretty decent health in life, and that's because your parents, especially as a baby, they want to do everything to make sure that you are healthy, especially if you're going to daycare. They know you're going to be around all those germs. The germs help you build your body up for its immunity. Everybody every parent, every good parent has that subconscious thought to, I need to keep my baby strong. I don't want my baby's immune system to get weak. I want my baby to be able to defeat a cold because I know it's inevitable, it's coming. And then it's like you get older and it's just like they stop caring because you made it past the baby stage. And, a lot of topics and discussions are just about the fact of, I can only afford what I can afford. That's why we're overweight. That's why we have this horrible diet. And to me, it's valid but invalid excuse, right? What you can afford doesn't determine what you have to eat. Honest to God, I would tell people any day, you can only afford so much. Completely understandable. I've been there, done that, right? Literally. Grew up in that same environment as well. Could only afford what we could afford. But I've literally done both type of diet regimens of you buying the unhealthier stuff in bulk, thinking it's going to survive long. All it does is make you more hungrier, and you go eat it. And half the time you try not to eat it because you try to stretch it out. And when you get the healthier supplements, the healthier foods, the healthier choices, you eat those, and it's less of it because it's obviously, more expensive. Say like shopping at Publix versus Walmart and getting, healthier type of foods, which Publix has a pretty decent healthy food section. Things like Whole Foods is the place where you want to go, just for FYI. But it's just more expensive, Publix versus Walmart, right? And it's for a reason. They have a healthier selection choice, and sometimes I just think they're more expensive to be more expensive, but then again, sometimes they're not. And eating the healthier items, although they were less items, they kept me fuller because they had real incentives, and I'm trying to think of the word. Preservatives, not preservatives, the wrong word. They lacked preservatives. They had real, what is the word I'm looking for? They just had enough everything that I needed for my body in it to where I wasn't hungry. I can't think of the word right now. Jesus, my mind is blank. I am human, guys. But yes, the food literally kept me fuller because of what it did have and didn't have in it that wasn't unhealthy. The noodle diet is not a good diet, right? Obviously. The bologna diet is not a good diet. The fill me up on bread diet is not a good diet. The more chips than meat diet or just plain real cookable food diet is definitely not a good diet. And yes, you have more food in there, and yes, I can understand single parent moms that have multiple kids, and you can literally only afford what you can. But I promise you, if you reinvent your whole diet for your children and you actually took responsibility of it, as far as liquids, as far as the little bit of food you can afford that are obviously more healthier for your children, they will be fuller longer. They wouldn't seem like it at first because of the difference of what they eat at school, the diet that they're used to, And of course, you don't want your kids walking around starving. So it's like you're gonna revert right back to it, but you gotta give it its time to blossom. That's always the hard part. And then you just gotta find a way at that point, because your child's health, especially long term, is more important than what you fundamentally are struggling with in the short term. Cereals with milk, like I said, the noodle diet. Stuff isn't good, but I guess it's better than not starving. I will give you that. But I'm just telling you what it is and what it leads to, as far as to them either doing the same thing or eventually not, caring. Because most people, when they get overweight, get obese, get fat, it's not a sense of they don't notice it. Some don't. It's not a sense of, it's not a sense of they don't notice it. It's not a sense of, it is a sense of they don't care. They don't acknowledge it. It is what it is. That's what I'm trying to say. Because what it boils down to is, oh, shit, I'm 230. I'm going to get right. I blinked again 2 years later. Now I'm 280. I'm going to get right. Lose 10 pounds. Got a little excited. Got a little lazy again. Now I'm 330, and it's just like it is what it is. I've tried everything I could. You start making up all this stuff that it is no way out. And everybody who is overweight, who takes medication, who isn't satisfied with their body, their energy levels, their anything to do with their health and wellness, is a direct correlation of the work you put in or the thoughts you gave yourself to believe on thinking of a small, very small scale compared to anything is possible in this life. When I say anything, I mean anything. I'm seeing crazy stories of this disappearing because of a complete diet change. I went from a plant-based diet, from an all meat, basically eat anything diet, to a plant-based diet, to where it changed my life, which is, I get this example from our special guest we had on with Renee Terry. If you haven't heard that episode, please go listen to it. This is just an example. A plant-based diet may not be what you need in life. Maybe you just need to change, period. Maybe you need to eat less meat, period. Maybe you need to drink more supplemental drinks that are healthy for you, such as teas, green teas, teas are very powerful. I can't even think of the other one. Kumba tea. I hope I said it right. Starts with a K. Ginger tea. I mean, God, there's so much powerful stuff out here. And you just got to be willing to know what you're doing, want to do it, be a part of it, because your health is what you make it. You are overweight because you allowed yourself to get there, because you stopped caring about your weight, because you did not want to apply the steps, whether it was having the physical fitness, which is extremely hard, which is extremely tough, which is hard to stay consistent with, but it's worth your time because it's your body, your life. I know people who literally need surgery for things like congestive heart failure, clogged arteries all around the heart. They can't even get the surgery because they're so overweight and don't even care. How do you get that low in life? How do you get to that point in life? Mental. Everything about this show is about a standard. It's about a mental capacity of getting you out of that little world that you're in and building you up into a standard with your psychology that helps you understand, I was thinking here when I should have been thinking there. A lot of people belittle themselves. More than likely it's women more than men. Cause men just don't give a damn. Just be honest with you. They like, man, F it. I've done this all my life. I used to do this and I used to do that. I love the old heads. I love their conversation. So, man, I used to. Don't be a used to person, individual. Most women just give up because they use the excuse for kids. I had 5 kids. I had 3 kids, or the my body does this now different, and my husband likes it, so I don't really care. I mean, it's not about what your husband likes. it's about 9 times out of 10, if you're playing it by statistically, which sometimes I like to apply numbers to things, your husband's going to die before you do. Or what if the unexpected happens? Or what is your husband going to say when he like you being a big girl, but it cost you to get cancer or it cost you to get congestive heart failure, and now you got to deal with it, because at the end of the day, you deal with the pain, you deal with the struggle, you deal with the life without the husband, and vice versa for the male as well. You guys might like each other big until complications arise once you start to get 40, 50, 60, 70 years old. Last thing you guys want to be doing at 40, 50, 60, 70 years old is purposely having to either watch each other die slowly or see and watch one person die before the other one, a very miserable death because of weight issues, when you guys could have simply, hey, I like the way you look, but I want to live a healthier lifestyle. I want to be with you for a long time. I want to understand the fact that what we do affects not only our kids' life, our grandchildren's choices, and plus we do have grandchildren. We need to be able to play with them, go places with them, want to do things with them. You got to understand your purpose in life, guys. Get out of this little thinking, this belittleness that is way beyond you or any individual human being, because every human being out here is beyond the level of thinking in a place of prosperity and abundance. You can have abundance in anything in life, and it's my job to help you find it in health, because a lot of people have lost it. I hear people talk all the time, so what? I'm a little overweight. It don't hurt nobody. Yeah, it don't hurt nobody but you. You know? It don't hurt nobody but you. At the end of the day, you might not have any complications and die a regular death. But it's always affecting somebody else. Because you like I said, your kid's gonna grow up and saw that, granddaddy didn't have any complications. Maybe I can sneak through myself. Or my pops didn't have any complications. Maybe I can sneak through it. And maybe they had the exact same weight, body frame, and issues as you. Maybe only 1 or 2 blood pressures, but they're spun out of control, and because their body's a little bit different, and it affected them a different way, and now they have some big word that we can't pronounce because of the small little health issues that they had. There's no better feeling in this world to understand what it feels like to be healthy. To understand what it feels like to eat healthy, to have a fitness regimen, whether it's a very serious one or whether it's a very minor one, just to have one, what it does to your body, what it does to your life force, what it does to your psychology as far as how you think and why you think. There's no better feeling in this world than understanding that your health is something that you earn, that is something that you put the work in for. There's nothing harder than implementing a diet and sticking to it, because you either have to, because your life is on the line, or because you want to, because you got things to live for and purposes and things to accomplish in life. Fitness is a very hard thing because time is money. I understand that money is time. But again, how can you deny your health to build your finances? I understand what it's like to skip a few days or maybe a week or two because you had to handle some business. But how could you completely give up on your health just so you can make it somewhere in life as far as achieving things? That's ridiculous. Now you get there and you made it, and now you're spending all your money just to stay alive because you abused your body on the way up. I don't see too many. It's they're out there, don't get me wrong, but I see way less millionaires than I do middle class people. I see a lot more healthier millionaires, multi-millionaires, multi-billionaires than I do middle class and poverty level people. And yes, a little bit of that has to come with the point of what people can afford versus the richer people, the more financially well-off people. But what does your fitness have to do with anything when it comes to money? You have so many free things that you can do to stay healthy. If you're gonna go on a noodles diet because it's all you can afford, completely understand, completely been there before. Don't give up on your fitness. Don't not get up and go for walks. Don't not get up and go to the gym. Understand that I can't eat as healthy as I want to, but I'm gonna work out. You don't have to go to a gym to work out, and I hope you guys understand and know that. So it's all about applying what you can do for in your life, because you shouldn't and don't want to struggle all your life, right? Because that's not what life is all about, to struggle all your life. So yes, I'm going through a little slump. Yes, I'm in college for 4 years. Yes, I'm just going through it because of the economy. Understandable. We all do. Life is life for all of us. We're all going to have our ups and downs. So I can't afford to spend $200-$300 at the grocery store, which is for a healthier diet. I can't afford to get the healthier teas and drinks and meat and all that. I can't afford it. Honestly, there are some very cheap, healthy diets out there as well. Again, the power of the time and day and era we live in really gives no one excuse, even people who are struggling financially with food, to not be healthy, even when it comes to your diet. But let's just say you couldn't afford it, diet-wise. What does that have to do with getting up, going for a jog, getting up, going for a walk? Again, there's no better feeling than getting up, going for a walk, hearing the birds chirp, getting some fresh air. One deep breath of fresh air in this beautiful world that we live in, understanding, seeing where you're at, coming back in the house, getting ready for work, going to work, and just being in a state of peacefulness. Like, why are you in such a good mood? I went for a walk this morning. It was so beautiful outside, and I got some good fresh air, and I was thinking the whole way, and now I understand where I need to go at in life and what I need to do. I understand who I need to call and talk to. I understand that my daughter probably need to get out here with me because she's a little overweight as well, and I understand that it's helped me lose 5 pounds out of 5 months of walking. Oh, man. The little things that life has to offer you. You got to surround yourself with it. You got to surround yourself around these type of people. You can't, again, the family reunion thing. If you go to the family reunion and 90% of the family is overweight at the family reunion and you hang around your family a lot, if majority of your friends are overweight, I mean, how can you expect to, you are who you hang around, people. How can you expect to come up and get your life together when everybody and everything around you is stating and saying do the exact opposite? You either have to stand up and get in your own lane, or you have to find new friends. You ain't gonna find new family, but you gotta find new friends. You gotta find new vibes. Seriously, people, you are a complete replica of your daily surroundings. If everybody around you doesn't care about their health right now, then neither will you. If everybody around you is overweight, obese, or close to it, somewhere around it, so will you be. There's not purposely too many just groups of friends and family where it's just one skinny person hanging out with big people all the time. Subconsciously, you surround yourself around people of similar interests, goals, body types, skin colors. I mean, that's just what we do as humans. Let's not deny it. If you go to a park, 9 times out of 10, you're going to go to the crowd, and if you're white, you're going to go to the crowd with white people. And if you're black, you're going to go to the crowd with black people. But if you're just like a good, high-spirited energy person, you're going to go to both crowds and say what's up. You go to who and what you have energy towards, a vibe for, or what you know. You go to a park and you see a group of skinny people standing and you're fat. And you see a bunch of fat people standing or overweight people standing in a corner. You will go to the overweight or fat group. And the reason I use the word fat a lot is because for some reason in our culture, fat is such a degrading word. But usually it's the word that catches people's attention the most. Because when you're fat, you got a problem with people calling you fat. And everybody seems to call you fat, but yourself most of the time. And fat doesn't have to be anything bad as far as what you make it. But what makes it bad is when you know you're fat and you don't do anything about it. You don't care to do anything about it. So what, I'm fat. Yeah, that's cool and all, but what are you going to do to take control of your health? To make your health and wellness stronger as far as your psychology, your mindset, your standards of where you need to be in life. Are you going to remain fat? Are you going to remain overweight? If so, then why? Do you not have anything to live for? Do you not understand the stress you put on your body? You got to understand where you're at, and again, where you want to go in life. And if you want to take control of your health, you must take control of it. Not anybody else. It's not rocket science. It's not rocket science. So, when it's time for you to want to make the decision is always in you. Just make it. As always, it is your boy, Mr. Awesome Q, aka Mr. Awesome, tuning into you live from Wealth is Health Club, or Wealth is Health 101. Please tune in. Please leave us any comments, concerns of what areas we can get better in, because we only want to get better for you. Let us know what we can do to get better. Please send us emails, leave comments, and please keep tuning in. Tell your friends and family about it, because what we do is for you. So, be easy, love life, and keep going. Talk to you next week. We out.